Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. Hello, you hearing me?
I think all along I've been just the talk people are not hearing me.
Oh boy. I hear
we
you now, loud and clear. You
we have
hearing
to
me?
find time that they hear you clearly.
Okay.
We have to put 20 minutes before time before make we dey
Ah,
start.
okay.
This already they cause a lot of
Yeah, true.
problems.
True.
I am setting all the things and also have to be talking to you and sending messages here and there.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming. Anyway, sorry about that, people. If you are not been there, give me not too much connections. I get all the things done before me, and this may teammates not been they come on because the link was sent to and not been the work. But let us start again. Good day from Hulemuna. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you day. Today, the video I play at the beginning, there was no music. I did it deliberately. Deliberately in the sense that it is good for the human mind for make we dey silent at times. People don't know the value of the sound of silence. Sierra Leoneans talk all over social media. And what are we seeing? A country deteriorating, a country fast moving towards crisis. Because we so engaged in talking that we not dey think. We not get time for sit down quietly and say, boy, what do you do for a morning? How you do am? What you want to do tomorrow morning? How you plan for do am? We don't have time for that. Silence is golden. But people in physical and say silence is golden means say we keep quiet. They show the other man say better pastor. No. Silence is golden in the sense that when you keep quiet, your spirits they become active. Your spirits they relate with himself. They talk to himself. And at that time you dey get the answers them where they look for in your life. Great moments of inventions come when there is silence, not when there is noise. Why am I starting this way? I'm starting this way because the people of Sierra Leone, we don't allow we self one thing, we don't make we enemies of we self. We allow we emotions forget the better part of we. So a few idiots and they manipulate that to their advantage. Every day, one go talk this, one go say that, one go do this, one go do that. So we be, hey, breaking news, all town I get breaking news. When I know they get showing news, forget that things. Until they break.
So now they get building news that they break.
And when they build, they know this so. So here we are to bring where some of us know where we are headed for. But if you talk and people, they not believe them. Because we're so myopic, we're so tied down with that tunnel way of looking at things. Now so it be don't be. Now so them in show we. Now so them in the dorm. That's the reason why we cannot expand our thoughts for look out and say, this thing will be so. There is a logical connection yonder. There is a logical connection yonder. This will be the possible outcome. So what we enter? Now all man the cause and effect. We don't turn we on enemies. Even though we respect say, they na office. of responsibility, they talk like gutter boy. And who expects it in office of responsibility? Then language don't turn gutter language. Where are we headed for Sierra Leoneans? Where are we? No, we don't go through that yet. Let make me co-host. Let tell you now. Yes, sir. Over to you, sir.
Ambole Minakabo, plenty kushetena. And I subscribe to all within me, brother the tech. But this evening, you know, we not go be a nation, we get small mind. My brother use the word myopic. It simply means possible we get small mind. We mind is not go small like pinch seed. We mind is supposed to be bigger than that. If we as a people, we sit down, we blind, then we go find blind person for lead we. And that's make we inside the gutter where we dey so. And now for come out inside the gutter, before we put dirty, for now we go come up, we dey dig the gutter more. So they go deeper and deeper inside the hole. You know, push don't come to shove. People and get for begin to think. This thing called brain, not for nothing what we get at. It gets a purpose. We get for use them for the purpose where the divine master give way and for. And we are so lucky. We get people them like Mr. Jallo. Man, we get immense strength in academia, immense strength in research. For make it take it time. Every Friday on an outreach for reach with people them. Let we talk to una. Let we get a conversation about we country. Look what we did now. I remember some wisdom keys. All man they talk say money bad, politics bad. But funnily, not all politics say money bad. Anybody will get money, way bad. We get into politics, way bad. It is simply a fact where nobody know ever they tell money and politics, they only they take the personality of the person we get them. Like right now in Sierra Leone, we see the personality of the person, how it don't affect the whole country. Because the person where they in power, in personality, very divisive. So when it gets power, it don't divide the one whole society. Now the one whole country don't politicize. Even the one them was supposed for be the arbiter of we law, the rule of law. Politics don't go inside it. Now SLPP versus APC, people them were supposed for be just. Because when I say justice, now people them were just. Then bend past rope. You see, when you get a leader when a snake, the word would then call snake. Why then call snake snake? Because snake no get pockets. The reason we make people say snake no get pockets, it no get conscience, it no get feeling, it no get loyalty. Because when you no get pockets, you no get side for keep them. You no get side for keep any of those virtues. Patience, it no get pockets. No get side for keep them. Conscience, it no get side for keep them. All he gets na venom. He don't put the venom. My brother, they talk about alahala. You see, we're not listen to each other anymore. We shout at each other. You know, the thing what they call, where you don't polarize the society. When you polarize, you divide the society. It becomes a society of them one day and us. Me and you. Us and them. That is exactly how Sierra Leone is now. It is us and them. When you see Mother Bio take a podium for talk, then one day, then one day, that is polarization. They don't divide, they don't go further. So the further away they from somebody, the more you have to shout to talk to them. So they shout at each other. We not they hear, we not they listen. Sierra Leone, then we talk more. I'm so happy when my brother bring that particular issue. We they talk
I
more
make
than
us
we they
start with
listen.
4 minutes of silent tape. Now me and you
Precisely.
put 2 minutes.
Precisely.
I did it deliberately.
We talk
4 minutes.
more than we they listen. And the word itself, listen. If you turn it upside down, that's silence.
Yeah.
It's the wisdom key way I want let people learn. Take listen. Take the letters, then turn it upside down. Silence. Where one person will
Silence.
talk, one person for listen. You comprehend. Now in that school, the first thing where you learn per language, that comprehension. That is what you they put there, where you read them, for let you understand them, for let you read for profits. Where you they read for let you comprehend. That's for let you understand. When you understand, it is only profitable to you. So now within the social media, we all they talk. But what you would talk mostly get sense. But if you not they listen, people are not they listen, it not get any value. It not get value to nobody. So we get for begin listen. Now we get a president who don't put we all in a gutter. But now one thing we know, where you get a leader within a gutter for Pulam come out usa easy, don't we now all get for go na gutter for Pulam. So now make we all in a gutter. And the
I
reason
may not dey go there.
that we not go live in a gutter. We not go
May not
live
dey
in a
go
gutter.
gutter with am. You know Chinu?
Uh-huh.
I know better. You don't know nothing. The guy is an ignorant fellow. Very
You know,
ignorant of him, you know, like me.
honestly, you know, I mean,
Honestly, I not be one cut you, but do you know?
mhm,
Do you know from my research that the Timnis now them be occupied from Guinea up to Cape Mount, and that Moyamba, as you rightly say,
mhm,
and burnt with Cape Mount of Liberia, the Timni countries them.
yeah,
Today then they use Timni titles and
revolution,
Timni names.
pure revolution. This don't come out for people.
Moyamba district get Upper Banta chiefdom, Lower Banta chiefdom.
And
Banta
Mabanta,
Timni.
the dialect of Timni.
Now, one of the dialects of Timnis,
Yes.
where today, Usai defend them, now that Buya remain the area. But these were the people who occupied from Buya Gomendi, go south up to Liberia. The Koya kingdom where they are rebut. They may extend the length and breadth of Timni country. And amongst the Timnis, you had the Bolum, who then they call Shabro, and the Soso, we come from Futa Jalon because they are Jalonkas. They came towards the coast, then can live with the Timni and the Bolom. Then with the Baggers were also mixed with the Timnis, but they did not extend as far south as we look at. They were up to present day Freetown.
Mm, mm.
The
This is
man
deep.
will give land to the British them for resettle the Creole, who then they call name Bana.
Mhm.
Is Bana Boom of Robaga. The village Robaga is on the Rokel River. It's there.
Which
It's the
is
town where they
consistent
take
to
the chief. Let me just
chief
make
night
this point.
bana. Na bana
The,
krao.
the town where they take the chief of Koya to Kanta, Robaga. It's there. It's a Baga town.
For
And the
people that we
Bagas
don't know,
today,
let's tell them the meaning of
you
the word kanta. For people that we don't know Timni, the word kanta, when they crown a chief, now the place that where they go keep them, isolate them, now like a sanctuary, where they go keep them for a
training
period of
school.
training.
Now leadership training they go back.
School, yes.
Now training school.
Now
Now we
they
own way
go
of
train them.
training people
And now
for,
they do
for
all
being
the
leaders.
rituals them. And then they teach them all the rituals the way it need for know. And for the people that we come out, that the chief area, when the Rubele system, now the Parok, now they teach them that. That is not
Yes.
the compromisum. Because the compromisum, where the chief die, now they become the Parok, where automatically is the regent.
And do you know who is that man in the Western culture?
Now the how do you call himself, the chief priest. Like how we get the Canterbury, the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Archbishop of Canterbury. But
Yes.
in a doubling role.
Okay.
He act both as the Archbishop and at the same time, he is the Chief Chancellor.
Yeah.
Now, Canter,
Mm-hmm.
now university,
Now
just like
university, yeah.
how Poro
Now the
and Bondo
training.
now university.
Mm-hmm. And they're
You
not the
train in places, then they go train you for being leader, and at the same time, not only the chief, then they train
now here the wife,
the,
the Nakama.
the wife.
Yeah, the
Yes,
wife na Nakama na the Bele system. The
yes.
Nakama na the all children they train together. And
So that
one
they will
thing,
know humanity and how to lead them people.
yes. And the other thing we I need for talk about, you talk about Bangbatuk. Bangbatuk na a compound word joined together. Bang bang. Bang bang. Now that medicine, bang bang, that bitter within. Bang bang and toko tok. So now bitter trouble. And we dey work on
Well,
them
I will give
deeply.
you the meaning why that place is Bambato. I think I told you that backstage. The Banta Timney, they were the branch of Timneys where be warlike
Mm-hmm.
and get a lot of impunity.
Mm-hmm.
So they were involved mostly in the slave trade. Within the process, a lot of things happen. They were either absorbed by the Mende speaking people or the Bulum, and some retreated towards the north. Consider another Mwanga, Kaimba area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bana Louis, where the hear about na history,
Mm-hmm.
was a Timney man.
Yes.
He was a Banta Timney.
Yes.
In pa, in name, na been by Kong Mabaki. By Kong Mabaki. You know what that means in Timney?
Mabaki. That is hardship.
Because now when they bully people, then they sell them into slavery. Bana Louis had problem with the British who go counter that. Like Bana Louis starts the hot tax war, where some people they call the Mende war, who go counter that. But now go for step by step. Because today, I want proof to Sierra Leone and say, this man, where they preach tribalism, does not know he has blood connection with the tribe that we hate.
We hate. I said
Julius
something like that from the
Maradio
audio.
has blood connections with Timni and Soso.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to prove that today. I stop forbidding Hitler of Sierra Leone because Adolf Hitler was a Jew. He went against the Jews because his mother was working as a maid for a Jewish family. I think he gets pregnated in the home, then taken back to Poland, go left and day. He suffer as a small boy, and that's make way grow up, he be
Revenge.
leader, a revenge against the Jews. There is a book on that about Adolf Hitler being a Jew. In the similar situation will get in Sierra Leone.
And one thing we coward they all get in common are cowardice. Tyrants they all.
Yeah,
That is
going
all.
all over the place,
Cowardice.
preaching hate. Then This is the man leading a group of people where they claim say, now they're not the intellectual class of Sierra Leone. If you're an intellectual, you should know your origin. That's the first thing. If you don't know who you are, then you are a
Thank God.
nobody.
Thank God for this program. A lot of people would ask themselves, pinch themselves, then they come to a realization, say, Sierra Leone is deeper than waiting a lot of people to see with the naked eye.
Yes, because the history of Sierra Leone has been wrongly written. I'm not an historian.
And
I
best part
stop
of
history at the council. I just make this point. I stop history at Form 3 at the grammar school.
same here.
I took up history. I've been on this research for the last 4 or 5 years. I've spent time and money on it because we see a country where I grew up as a small boy. For no say, we all fumble, they go apart. I want one country, one people, as you rightly say in that your speech, is correct. We are one country, one people.
Yeah.
But for the idiocy of a few people, who think saying that them papa die left country, give them, then they mislead the people. Well, from today,
Totally.
we all they stand up.
Totally.
The first casualty for create war and for kill the truth.
Yes. But the
I
truth you
am
will
not
slaughter.
going to sit by and see a few people kill the truth and take our country into a genocide situation.
Senator Ingram of America, after the
We
war,
all,
made that
every
statement.
citizen of Sierra Leone get equal rights to Sierra Leone. It no matter whether they live in Norway or they live in Iceland or Antarctica or whatever. As long as I was born in Sierra Leone,
Even the language,
they
as you
have
want to talk
a
to, you
stake
know, they're
in that
not.
country.
It does not matter. We all neighbor plants in the country. Now they are go tell me teach full up na me multi like trunk corn.
Enough of this rubbish. Enough of this rubbish. Idris Elba, nine projects where he start na bond. When he go there, the people then go give him a title and crown him as chief. That's what the name is. It's a typical Timney word. Typical Timney word. Let me find it for you. So hold on.
A lot of people are really blind to these things, and we can try for tell them feel to say you just dey try for steer trouble, you dey try for
The
make up.
title will then give Idris Elba, and he will prove it if they ask him. It was called by Kong Mbuki.
Even the word by is a giveaway. It's a giveaway, you know.
Yes.
In a Shebra Mende clan, you know, a lot of people don't know certain things them about life. Even you, when expert in geography, that's what they call demography. They change.
It's
People they
change. It
change.
change. Change with time. Migration
With
and intermarriages, etc. They bring a lot of changes. Go to the chiefdom of Julius Madabio, Sobeni. The people you meet there mostly they are Sosos, but most of them go by first name Bengali, Lahai, etc. These are typical
Bangali
Soso
na
first
soso
name.
name, typical soso name. Bangali is a typical soso name. Lahai is a
Moriba,
name that comes from
Moriba
soso
is a
area.
typical Soso name.
Because Masongbala Nakambia, the chieftaincy house is Alamami Lahai.
Yes.
Lahai. So a
In
Minema we
Guinea,
get the name Lahai,
there are
get
people called
connect.
Lahai Sila, Lahai Conte. Yes.
We are lacking because quite a lot of waiting we know it's very Eurocentric, like the European in point of view.
To European, not to European, not to let us don't blame Europeans. Let us stop this blame of Europeans.
No, I'm not blaming
All the
them.
research, Adekam.
Mm-hmm.
All the research I don't do.
Mm-hmm.
Now European libraries, them are they go research on. There's thousands of research materials where I can share some with you, know to say.
Yeah.
Where do you think I get those things from? It's from African libraries. These things were written by Europeans. People like Kopp here.
Oriental Studies, College of Oriental Studies gets quite a lot money.
University of Chicago, University of this, they all don't do research on with the records and did it. And most of them, you have to pay to get access to them.
Those
But
are
we
the
don't care
things.
about those things. We
Those are
don't
the
care.
things we governments for don't get into with school syllabus, because a man like me did history, and me history I did what Renaissance. Now make I dey wonder when Ben Kefala they talk about Renaissance. If you're not person way know
It's the
what's a
biggest
Renaissance, now
idiot
a
I've
rebirth.
ever met.
What thing new about you thinking? Where you not lawyer, you they go rig elections,
That guy is
publicly
not a lawyer.
disgrace,
He's a disgrace of a lawyer.
disgrace your career, disgrace the discipline where you suppose for elevate by your ethical behavior.
Go
I don't
dance
even
na
understand
public
that.
with somebody in WEF. The next day you go elect him as chairman or president of an association of people that will for be the most ethical in the country.
And symbolically, what's not the song when they dance? Mysterious girl. So they go do the mysterious voting. It's symbolism, eh? Mysterious girl. So they did something mysterious horizontally. Then vertically, they come rig elections mysteriously. So they
Now
did
that's
both
what
the
is perfect
vertical and
now.
horizontal.
That idiot today. Now that is on the perfect now. The other day, he took first lady to go and make a university speech or then call lecture. After the lecture, then take a picture. Where you see him, it tells a lot of language. Then you get the other hand, she don't they go and talk if you knock out bullet.
He
That's
knows
when you,
what
you
he's
jump
done.
under your foot.
Well, a uncle they talk say the Whitman and he can boom boom boom. Now Ben Kefala don't go sell her. He's one of those that sold him out. He's one of them that have told the white people
How many
everything
idiots
what he
you don't
do.
know? You don't know. You
He
don't know
don't
things they
know.
happen with you.
The Bobo don't knock you wef. Paninak where they knock you
Incident,
wef.
incident,
Na in drive
incident.
and kus kus kus.
How they
Marabio is
call
in the back.
that dance with them be the dance first them. Francis. Incident, they dance Francis.
Every they make and kus kus kus.
Then they talk. Hey, you get bullets. I wish somebody will tell this guy that this is the 21st century. That you can be exterminated without a bullet being fired. Let him go and do his research on Internet of Things.
But who
Let him go and do
says
his research on how people are being tracked. When Obama been in a power, you know that issue, but France and Germany, they be the complain, say they be the tap into their
if
phone.
they tap your head and phone them within the minute with the minister and they talk, then president they talk.
So they talk to if they want to see we, then they see we. From this me phone, I can put me air conditioner or whatever on and off from anywhere on earth. From
My
this.
brother, now who don't get the wire there? Not to the people there.
I think this is 1990. When I've been going to bush, they go and make rubbish. But the time behave yourself for stop for and call people there.
You see, they
Nobody know
say,
what kill you. Why you be a better person?
who that
You
you
are
hear?
one of the most lucky Sierra Leoneans for don't take power to another country.
But as you know,
Just
fortune
do
favor
what
food.
is right. The people will love you. And when they love you, nobody is going to destroy you. With Prime Minister now, they work by foot.
Same
Any
here.
hour of the day.
Same here.
Because he's
Even
doing what is
even the
right.
Kalokalo Prime Minister will get Boris Johnson, a bicycle will be right.
Yeah, well.
And everybody they call him Boris, they
On
don't they
our,
call him
on
His
our last
Excellency.
speaker, on our last speaker of the parliament, a bicycle will be the right for go work and for
Yes,
go train. I
yes,
see.
yes. Nobody know they call Boris Johnson Excellency. Tony Blair, nobody know they call him His Excellency. Sunak, nobody know they call her His Excellency, but they are the Prime Minister. And then country, a turnover per year. Sierra Leone, not they see that one day for decades. But now he named Tony Blair,
They
the other one named
Hey,
Sonat, the other one named Boris. But
all over the world, Tintranga. Yes, all over the world, Tintranga. That's a fact. Things have never been easy since the beginning of times because the biggest challenge we the human race they face now for face problems, solve them and make progress. When you solve a problem, you they produce quality good or service where they create wealth. Not so when you complain about a problem or begin to call people. When you don't take a whole country resources, you don't misuse them. Now the country is bankrupt. Sierra Leone is now bankrupt.
Yep. You see
Some
the
of
man
us are not
paranoid.
going to sit quiet and allow you to sink that country again. No. They do research on your background and make peace with that.
The man paranoid. He say that they bring bullets, but who says they are coming with bullets? People then give you consent. You they rule by consent. And I don't know the people then will get this mythical thinking, say when they vote you, you have to finish the 5 years. You are there based on one principle,
Performance.
performance. If you underperform, the people and get the right for recall and consent. Take them from you. And that consent, then they take them for many reasons. If mentally you're not stable, that means to say you craze, of which he's
Hold on,
qualified.
they see sign off in him.
Yeah, exactly. He's qualified of that particular waiting day. So that's enough reason for me to recall you. But you say,
It's in the constitution. It's in the
yes, it's
constitution.
there. He
They for
say he
set up
gets a
a
divine
medical
right.
board for examiner. But it not go
Exactly.
happen because he don't pull Luda for get the guts for do that. He put in codes in there.
Well, the people that tolerate too
And
much
therefore it is
nonsense.
causing.
People that tolerate nonsense. And the reason we make them able to tolerate the nonsense because he
Because
has lots of accomplices.
we don't have time for sound of silence. Sierra Leoneans don't sit quietly and ask themselves, why is it so? How is it so? What can be done to change this? We always zip and boom, 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 boom. What talk to we ready
And
for full blow effect.
the
We
other
need to
thing
fight
we make it get accomplices, quite a lot of Sierra Leoneans get this desire for one for belong. Now that make quickly,
because they're ignorant.
yes, quickly they want to belong. You want to belong first, you get for access.
Belong to what?
You have to assess what you want to belong to. If it gets the
Belong to
ethical
what?
values them where you need for your growth. Like for instance, right now, any conversation as Sierra Leone get for be APC SLPP. Who that starts that? Who that creates that environment today? No matter you don't notice anytime when they start for talk, he must talk about then one day, yeah. Then one day, then people then they
And I fumble them. The man
exactly.
has so antimony blood in him.
But again,
Now he's claiming to be a Mende. He's not Mende. He
no, it's
has
not Mende.
nothing
Far from
connected
it.
to Mende.
And that is why I'm angry when the Mende them they allow him for make use the name for do them thing they are. Because at the
It's
end of
far
the
from
day,
being a Mende. He only
because they are
speaks Mende.
silent. They are
I
silent
speak
because
Timni, but I'm not Timni. I'm Fulani.
exactly. Papa, we all know so we all mix up now Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is full of diversity. And diversity in a strength. Difference is not weakness, it's a strength for be different.
It is part of natural order. Even God will they worship. God has diversity.
Of course. Now he
God has
created.
both a masculine and a feminine side. But if you tell people that, they will think, oh, this is preposterous. This man is blaspheming.
But we all do. We all do, because everybody gets 50% of
Every
your mama
human
and your
being
papa.
get diversity in you and me. We get diversity inside we. We get characteristics with masculine. We get characteristics with feminine.
Mm-hmm.
The feminine characteristics in we now make we get empathy. Now make we sit down, we look at how to bring people in together. Because that's a feminine characteristic. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
If you tell one say, "Dande na this, dande na that," look at yourself. Ask yourself, what kind of diversity do I have in me? Even in your way of thinking, there is diversity.
Me brother, when I heard that man utter that diabolical statement on that day, for me, now the shame way it bring to the
And a
country.
sober country, like they don't impeach her.
Of course. The same way, people that when they come out, then they support her. You see, I don't say this. Me and you don't say this time and time and time and time again. One person, they make country, one person, they spoil country. Mother Bio is able to do them thing their way they do because he has
I get people there, they support them.
followers. He got accomplices.
Then they inside the country, then they in the diaspora.
And one of
Then
them,
they all
Kanda
over
Yom
social
Kela,
media, they go and talk crap.
yeah, Kanda Yom Kela, Alpha Khan, they sat there. Look the man when they talk about Sokia. Look the man when they talk about Mother Bio they talk about Sokia. Has he forgotten the life he lived 20 years ago? Look,
Than 20 years ago.
when you turn, you turn and look behind you see how
How
Alpha
long
Khan
has he
dry.
been head of state?
Alpha Khan, Talek Post, you will get Kwashioko. You see where it dry? He dey
That
talk about
guy is
Sokia.
dying slowly. He is dying slowly. He has health issues.
I am telling you. Now, but that's not a killer, so but that's a geek cancer. You don't know that?
Let him wait him up in belly don't drop.
But
He
that's
has
the geek
health issues.
cancer. It a geek cancer.
Stress now they kill most people.
Of
Stress
course.
and badass. We keep hate now you mind for somebody.
And
They turn disease.
me let you see the philosophies then where we get now we culture. You see, we get for comeback. All man want for be European. With this Eurocentricity. We don't want for be Afrocentric. Nah. Look at this word, Bengane. When you talk about hatred, badat. See, the man call them Bengane. What's in that Bengane? That is self-hate. So when you hate somebody, not only the person you hate, now you said you hate. Because you create toxicity within yourself.
Now you say if you show the trouble. You they build, you they allow people the things, the attitude and whatever for build hotel na you eat. And they give sickness.
You know, you can't get compartments then and compartments
It's
versus
a borrowed
compartments
one.
inside you
I
eat.
tell you now. That's what I borrowed from my daughter. I say when you care about what you people and they say and do, you they build hotel
Hotel na
and
you
you
eat. Because you know how much room hotel gets. You know how much room the hotel gets. You know how much cleaning you get for do. You know the pain where chambermaid and they go through. Lord, there is no chambermaid where they end up without back trouble.
you know, we country, we they laugh no more, but country don't go down.
Me that did this
A
thing what we talk
federal
about.
institution, what they say, legal institution. In the first place, we may want to blame Ben Kelfala and others. But let us ask the body masses of lawyers, for God's sake, if you people have ethical standards, if you respect ethical standards, why should you allow yourself to be divided and compartmentalized into APC, SLPP block?
SLPP.
You know the people that the public expect much from. Now, Nafosi don't say, no, don't allow this rubbish like Kamidului.
Well, we don't talk about the
Don't
word
allow.
precedence. We don't talk about the word precedence. But when Adina is society, anything, life, it's divided into two. Like you rightly be say, everything, not two. Life, the principle of life it's two. Right, wrong. If it is wrong, it is wrong. If it is right, it is right.
It cannot be
And
right when it is wrong.
exactly. But waiting we don't learn now with society. If you post in wrong, you dey go all out for defend a wrong and make a right. Then now that we don't use to an extent where we don't create this kind impunity in our society.
We don't lose with soul. We don't lose with soul because we
Totally,
don't live in
totally.
lies and deceptions for so long that we don't even know who we are anymore. The Freudian theory not the work in Sierra Leone. You know I know the work.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? Sigismund Freud say every individual has three elements in him: your ID, your ego, and your superego. In Sierra Leone, the ID, that theory make we look around and say, oh, I am. And that person is. I have to respect that person for what he is or she is.
Mm-hmm.
I have to expect to do to that person what I want them to do to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer opportunity in Sierra Leone. Now it's all about ego and superego. Now I make now all man they fair award, all man they get title. Everybody has a PhD in Sierra Leone.
No, Salom Alex
There are
Tulba.
few genuine PhDs in Sierra Leone. And these people, you hardly hear about them.
Salom Alex Tulba. All my one put man too.
Yeah, because you don't lose your ID. When you lose your ID, you go for your ego. When you
I
lose your ID, if I know Boy Jalo Jamboria is the great grandson of people who moved from Bundu in Senegambia down through Futa Jalo to Sierra Leone.
mm-hmm.
And if I know that those people had an education even before the European came to Sierra Leone, because the one thing that will not recognize, there was education before Europeans came.
Yep.
There were universities in West Africa before
Mm-hmm.
Europeans came.
Mm-hmm.
There was a university in Cambia,
And
Bilen.
Beledi say, for the Tarawali.
Yes. Where then they called, then later either I can take over, either a Fofana, where
Yeah.
then they call either a Kontofili.
Yeah.
It was a university. There was one
That was
at
the first university in
Moria
Asala.
in Guinea, the home of the father of Ahmed Tijan Kaba. There was one in Dalaba. There were universities in Senegambia, one organized and run by the Soares at Jakaba. There were others at Kumbi Sale. There was one at Timbuktu, etc., etc. These were
And in fact,
institutions.
this Soiree then gets is an Islamic philosophy.
Yes, that philosophy, now the philosophy of inclusiveness.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, them, now Mauritania, them be very exclusive, say, either the person turn Muslim or them for killer.
Kila
The
na
Suarez,
kafiri.
they say, no, we can live with them as long as they respect, we all respect them.
Respect them. We can cohabit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the principle of the Suarean
Whereas, yeah.
Islamic
These are all
doctrine.
things a lot of people don't know, and that's what they try for doing at this week channel. Daddy, we don't talk a little bit of this. Waiting prompts this. Now, this man is deplorable behavior. This man is statements were really diabolical. It's shameful, it's wicked, it's hellish, it's nasty, it's dirty to all standards. Do ya? We get some video them. Let we analyze them for we people them. There is one where this man, you see, there are certain patterns when I get people and they take look for sets what they call values. When this man be wearing the suits, the sideway born him, he holla, he talk say Now rig elections, now in the cause war. Peace not a day outside rig elections day. It go erupt to war and he ready for first war. One thing he complain about, he also not even born after that way day. But he say, he complain then, nobody know hold him. He complain, na national TV, nobody know arrest him. So now we play him, let people then see how for assess people them we get values. Like I was talking to somebody the other day. In the conversation, it begin to argue unnecessarily. Now I see my friend, if we argue, we shout at each other, nobody know they learn from a company. I say, I don't argue, I discuss. Now I say that the same thing. Now I say no to the same thing. I say when you argue, now about who is right. When you discuss, it's about what is right. I'm talking about what
Exactly.
is right. I'm not talking
Exactly.
about who is right. Who is right is about ego. It's about winning. I am not talking to win. I want that the society win. That's why if you want the society for win, when they discuss now in a society, and when they discuss, when they find out what is right, and when all meander around what is right. But when Marabio take power, very quickly, it don't make the society them one and they versus we. Them versus us. He make that video there. He say if you rig election, it destroy peace and it ready for faith. Do you play and let people hear for themselves?
For the sake of peace, if we have a rig election, I will not accept it for the same sake of peace.
So
because
does it
rig
mean
elections leads to war.
What did he do? This rigging now a disgrace to society. The way they
Play
rig
up
that
because
election.
a very short clip.
For the sake of peace, if we have a rig election, I will not accept it for the same sake of peace.
So
because
does it
rig
mean
elections leads to war.
Now in the can't talk say now, it should not be questioned. You know,
Because
win
in the
election.
bullet.
Yeah, it was, you know, he said in and of a question. If you question, I go bullet you because nobody not talk about bullets. Now you talk about
The
bullets.
man is living in the 12th century.
And if you are playing, let people hear where he talk about no re-election not correct. It will cause war.
What is now abundantly clear is that the 10 years of APC misrule and economic mismanagement has definitely created considerable suffering for the people of this country. From Kamakwie to Pujehu, from Kono to Freetown and everywhere, people are suffering under the weight of corruption and the mismanagement of the All People's Congress. I have seen it at first hand, from Falaba to Kenima and from Kailan to Putloko, the people want change. The people are tired of the suffering of paying for a bag of rice at 200,000 from only 60,000 in 2007. The people want democratic change to end their suffering.
Here the man who is telling us about bullets.
Yes. When they talk, they talk about mismanagement. If they talk about how rest the
At
chief,
that time, the people away they say they one and they. He mentioned them from Kamarkwe to Pujao.
then all
You know, nobody needs to find time to examine the brain of this fellow.
but there's
Honestly,
another one. There's another one where he talk about rig elections.
I'm too short. I don't play. I'm too them in
For the
short.
sake of peace, if we have a rig election, I will not accept it for the same sake of peace.
So
because
does it
rig
mean
elections leads to war.
He
See, I'm
say
too
rig
short.
election they lead to war.
Yes.
And
Yes.
he no rig election now. So because you don't rig elections now, they say who that play with shit and they smell your hand. So they look there and I say that they can't shoot me. Because somebody not talk about gun. Nobody not talk about gun. Now because
You
of what
know,
he don't do. They say
before
who that throw away ashes,
2018,
ashes they fall out. So ashes they behind them all the way.
before 2018, I was in a group and I told them, I said, the biggest mistake was Salongo make now for allow Julius Maada Bio for be president. then delete me in the group because I said that. Well, today we dey see am. We dey see am. Normal talk say things are hard. If they rig election and they go to war, listen to him talking now.
We who say with map now gonna elect we. Now make all they can different way. This time I come with the ballot also. And the ballot someone and get to put me. And the time done. I just dey serve till the time done. They are common here. But anybody say come with bullets, you go meet bullets. And this now opportunity also for Mecca speak directly to the whole nation. We don't do election and no election not there until 2028. The one day where they call big man there, where they call themselves political big guns there, where they mix up this country for say another election day. In June they will come out. We serve they ready because not a one man get this country. One man then one group of people not go decide say that they cause confusion and make with life miserable. 2012 they say I lost election. I say okay. When I be vexed, I say man I take it easy, no so. We take it easy, 2028 come. We don't make an also. Now they no one beer, they not able day. So here not able fit them. You sabi so here also. And a ballot will come with. Anybody come with bullets, we will send you back with bullets. Now it makes some man way come.
You see, this man they take drugs. He said 2028.
A head of state talking that way. You read a lot of immaturity. It's a child that never grew up talking. A deprived child.
Oh God.
Deprivation in childhood can cause a lot of problems for people then.
Yeah.
Now they see so highly traumatized. Even in speech now coordinated. 2023 say 2028.
They smoke drugs too much. They smoke too much drugs. And the same thing he talk, where he talk was say, you mean somebody go talk on presidential elections will not they kill again? You know? And all them video then they ICC get them. So you don't admit to killing. Then he say they kill. Then
You know,
now
I always want to take a neutral stance on what in the business earlier because people think when some of us talk, it's politics. I don't talk politics. I want to let the people of Sierra Leone know, say, I have the capacity. If I want to become a politician, I go salon, I go turn politician. I will fund them. I not get the money in my bank account, but I know side for them. So not to politics is my interest. Not at this stage in my life. But I cannot sit with a stakeholder in Sierra Leone and see we country sink. The people are where they expect much from. Now then they do the worst things. Which example is there left in the society?
The educated class has failed us. Most of the people that are in that crowded the class, they get PhD. Then they clap for what is wrong. And they know it. Just because
they want to belong.
They want to belong.
To what? Belong to what? What are you belonging to? A poor situation? Because when I see $1 million, $2 million for thief, when I don't thief $10 million, no day again.
Now only one lady.
When the council, I just make this point. Because therefore begin educate the idiots, I let them know. Governance and stability in a state depend on one thing and only one thing. How the leadership and the government, they build and sustain trust. If I trust the government in Sierra Leone, There are several ways I can assist the government in Sierra Leone, need to even go and beg from anybody. If you trust the government of Sierra Leone, there are several ways you can help the government not to go and beg from anybody. Let's take one simple example. Let me say you get 1 million Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora. I am sure we are more than 1 million worldwide. If each Sierra Leonean trusts within the gun of Sierra Leone, we say every month, let's send $100 to the Bank of Sierra Leone. We buy treasury bonds. We loan the government of Sierra Leone for run the country with the expectation that them bonds and that money then go put them into profitable use. We go bring interest at a later date, then pay we back with dividends. You understand? You know what that means? 1 million Sierra Leoneans putting aside $100 every month. Now 100 million leons times by 12, then now $1.2 billion. Why they say leons? $1.2 billion every year can be accumulated if our leaders stop misbehaving and talking slush, where they build mistrust. And if Sierra Leone capable, forget $1.2 billion every year, we don't need no international assistance. Because over 5 years period, they will not give you that amount of money. All the money then they allow about MCC, this and that, calculate, I mean, they reach 1.2 billion.
Nope.
And
Wait short.
And even if there is trust, some of us can even volunteer to be putting $500, $1,000 every month. Women say we get billions of dollars every year for one week country.
No, we never got
a few celebrated idiots and ignoramus.
We never let them go trust couple and we name them and shame to themselves. Or then go take a
they better them. They better them because at the end of the day, they cannot invest those monies in the country. Then they take and go in another country. Now the country they benefit. If you can't buy property in England, now the British economy they benefit. You go buy property in America, now the American economy they benefit. Whilst you don't have this property, now Norwegian economy they benefit.
Of course. You know me, Daddy.
And it's happening because of this, because of a few ignorantas them in Sierra Leone. When they allow some of we for go down there and go contribute.
I want you to willfully. I want you for talk, no vex it, my brother. Because
not to vex are the vex. I'm just saying
there is marrow where I need for.
I'm not a vex, so I say on the hard way.
Brother, we get people in a salon where believe in the myth where Mother Builder inject in them. He say when they elect you, that elect when they ballot when they ballot you for 5 years, and nobody know they touch you. You never be moved. Not true. Explain to me people and make them know that thing. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who's telling they call election in England? Not to July.
Yes, 4.
This guy done for 5 years.
He not reach 5 years.
How much year I don't take?
Nah, him by himself, you not reach 1 year, then Boris Johnson, between them and Boris Johnson, about 3 years, he not reach 10 years. Because even the waiting and shock we call elections, because people have not lost confidence in the government. For make them get new authority.
The last election where England gets not only in 2022 or 21.
Yes. I think that's 2022 or 2021. Boris Johnson elects first. Then pull and commodity. Boris Johnson, an example, England, inside that election years, they now 3 prime minister they don't get. 3. The first one, he lie. They pull him because he lie. Not lie man. Then catch up a lie, then pull him. When they pull him, then put that lady waiting on himself. The lady back, when he come, he makes some changes them, will damage the economy. In fact, he not dey for 40 days.
Now they pull up. Then
Yes. Now they bring this India man who gets now. Well, this India man now, where they put there because the party now want for come out. They don't patch now. There's no way to do now.
That Rwanda refugee situation, I don't lead
Yes.
to this. So.
Yes. So now, himself is fed up. Even
the one that's to me, everybody.
exactly.
The bullets. If
He
they
come for
want to
election.
eliminate you, like when they work like board, you easy for eliminate. Then kidnap you any hour, they eliminate you.
Well,
So
the
begin
thing
behave
is,
yourself.
the thing
Nobody
is,
know how to eliminate you.
the thing is, my brother, with all seriousness, I see what you dey talk. I wonder you explain to you people then. Make them know, say in a democracy, people dey rule by consent. I wonder you explain that to them.
One thing we need for know. I think every politician has really not know. But elections, the people then they vote for you for one of two reasons. Either someone they look at what you get for can do, we go change the economy and make it possible for them for do what you want to do. Like what then I get light, I get water, I get internet. If those things are there, I able work for myself. I able run my life. I not need for go say bribe about deal. That's one reason why some people vote. Some people they vote against, okay, if I vote for this person, maybe in a person where I know, or in a person where we relate, we go college, we go school, it's possible for me to improve on my career. Not to by that corrupt means we'll get to say job for the boys. But if you have somebody when a person will now too known herself in power, certain projects and they were beneficial to the country we were able to do. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Things and they were me was Sidona, I believe say if there's a government in power, we're able to listen to the rubbish where some of who they talk, we're able to do things where they transform the country. But I don't have trust in these people who 1 minute they smile, the next minute na snake. When they go all over the place, they talk about bullets.
Because it gets a lot of people
And
there.
they come and not answer a question.
Yes.
That's the two reasons we make people and they vote.
Mm-hmm.
In electioneering terms, then they call them the sociotropic. Sociotropic, that means where they look at the general good what the person they can do, now the economy.
Mm-hmm.
If it come, we will get stability for power, we will get stability for water, we will get this, we will get that. The services and utilities where the state supposed for provide good day, so that everybody go able to work within your own limits and talent for benefits and for benefits the society. That's the sociotropic. Then you get the egocentric voting, where the person they vote say, this skill where I get if somebody did it, where sabi, I go able to improve on myself. In Africa, that the egocentric would they use all the time and would they misuse them. We vote on egocentric or for egocentric reasons. Then, if people are convinced about these two types of voting, then they give you the legitimacy for rule. You they win election, I then call the entrance legitimacy. How you enter into power. When you did it now, the minute whether they elect you, all those factors no longer valid. What's invalid now? Now your performance.
Performance.
When you perform well, the people go say, okay, look, give him another chance.
Give him another chance.
And another thing we need to emphasize now, those calling themselves opposition, there is no position. There is a government in waiting. There is a party that is not ruling, or there are parties that are not ruling. In Scandinavia, every party is ruling at the same time. That's why here it's coalition government. Okay? Every party, whether you win election or not, you are part of the governance. Your voice matters. Your policies matters. And every party gets its own policy. The party who are joining Norway, their policy now about education, the environment, and old people. Now they concern about, now they talk about all the time. You get other parties where they talk about the economy. You get other parties where they talk about international relations, etc., etc. Norway has about 20 to 24 political parties, and not all of them have seats in the parliament. We'll get about 18 will get seats in the parliament. But you'll be surprised that even those without seats in the parliament, their voice matter.
Of course.
When they write
Everybody
saying that this
matters.
they want, then they listen to them.
Because democracy is inclusive. It's not exclusive. It
It's
is
not
inclusive.
exclusive. It cannot
Exactly.
be exclusive. A country cannot be run as an exclusive unit.
Well, that is what we have in
It
Sierra
has to be
Leone.
an inclusive unit.
That's why it's not
And
working.
every country get good, then get bad, then get ugly. As
Naim,
a leader, you are
enough
supposed to be
book
matured enough to deal with the good, deal with the bad, and the ugly.
and the ugly.
Your mental and emotional disposition and approach to those challenges now matter. Not of
We are
people
all
sit down, they talk
stakeholders.
and get
Everybody is a
bullet.
stakeholder.
Bullet
Everybody.
my foot.
Now, Sierra
Hurt
Leone,
my
they
foot.
talk saying a politician and a stakeholder. Everybody is a stakeholder. Everybody has a
Everybody,
stake.
even that crazy man and that bigger man,
He has a stake.
stakeholder. In countries where organize, the bigger man, not the worker and a treat. The bigger man get office where they go a month done. He say, I not get money for pay me rent too. Then get.
Then again,
I
place
not
for
get
days.
money for it too. Then get.
Yeah.
I not get money for electricity. Then get. The only thing then give them money they, if you take and go drink rum or take drugs, you have something to suffer for that because not so that they give the money for. Otherwise, they would say, okay, we will pay your rent, we'll pay this, we'll pay this. Food, they're not they give the money, then they give tickets, like go take the
Then
food.
they give voucher.
Yes.
But you meet a lucky person, they go still sell the voucher.
Now in Sierra Leone, we they left the people, they let them suffer.
On their own.
Then they come to we then come big, we feel good. We say, God bless me. That God where they bless Sunana Salone, it does not exist. Sierra Leoneans need a lot of rethink.
But
ignorance na
also
part
you
of
did
your
not say
existence. Now I make we country not they go before.
we the people and we supposed to create wealth, and then they thief all the money. When they don't thief the money, when people when they don't thief the money, they impoverish the society. Then when are lacking of that thing where you talk about essential utilities. What are essential utilities? Electricity, water supply, housing. You know, these are things where for day. Then for day. And that they use for build wealth.
What the thing for big for?
Exactly. So
And I
all man
want
they
to
go
one thing now
life.
today,
That is an essential utility.
Mr. Toure. I want to say one thing now today. And I challenge the government of Sierra Leone. I challenge the Institute of Engineers. We can electrify Sierra Leone within the next 5 years without we not go big in a treat. We can do them through self-help.
Hey, people are innovative. What is
Time
innovation?
begin to think in that country.
What is innovation? When you get good governance, you get intellectuals. They're innovative. What is innovative? New ideas. We're not going to do the same things them, would they fail? Would they do them, would they fail? Would they get the same outcome? And lunacy and stupidity. We get for go out of.
But what Einstein say? What Einstein say? Not say doing the same things, expecting different outcome is the definition of insanity.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's insanity.
Look, Naya, waiting. I get a piece now where I go read. In political philosophy, the phrase consent of the governed refers to the idea that a government's legitimacy and moral right to use state powers is justified and lawful only when consented by the people or society over which that political power is exercised. It's as simple as that. The community, the society, now then give you consent. It's like when you married woman. The woman they ask the woman say you want them. The woman give you consent, say yes. When you are married woman, you they say, will you marry me? The woman they give you consent. But the woman not consent for let you beat them. The woman not consent for let you abuse them. The woman not consent for let you impoverish in any picking them. So if you not come and married, if the woman say you are falling short in your responsibilities,
They're right for go.
he get the right for left you. Well, Mother
Just,
Leone, the abusive husband, he said, no, I get divine right. Why don't marry you so you just die with me? You say better and for worse. You for the better. He said better and for worse. Now you're not down go down now. We're ready to go outside. You know, that is a
really don't know,
dysfunctional individual. And they behave so.
at times I
Because,
can ask myself, say, has this guy ever sat down to ask himself, what happens the day I die? Every human being get for die. Every human being get for die.
and guess what?
You get to die by one cause or another. If you not die by sickness, you did die by maybe overweight and stress. You did die by accident. Or they even die just like that because the term don't reach.
Well,
So why do you have to be using death to intimidate people?
well, I give you the phone
What do
about
you
what you
think you
say.
would achieve by that? Why they talk about kill people, not die, you there forever. Because them people you don't kill, they don't go wait for you. The day they die, then they give good dirty bit for welcome you.
Well,
Damn idiot.
like you the irony about death. No matter how you powerful, no matter how you mighty, no matter how you get ranked, when you die, not only they pick your own coffin.
Yeah.
Now other people
You
they
know, they
pick up
even
for
know
you.
how they treat you after you
Not for
don't
you they
die.
watch yourself. So then a person where you not like, now they can ask you. Not for you they dress yourself. Now other person they dress you. And the worst of it, when they don't dress you, they don't lay you. Pray to God, the person where they can make up, and the person where you don't be done cause. You go make up you, God self not going to recognize you.
But God does not care about the body, my friend. God does
Then
not
go,
care about
then
the
go pack
body.
foundation on your face. Who's that you lead on? God self go say, who that this they come? Na jolly. You know? Because these are the things people don't know, and these are all wisdom keys. You would not dress yourself when you die. No matter how you reach. Let I give you one story, but one man will be so rich. The man is so like money bad. So if he left plenty money, where he say where he die, he weft for put him na a coffin. He don't beg he weft, he promise he weft, say them better with that money there. Now the weft say, no worry, I will. And the woman keep his promise. So when he die, before he die, he don't catch the money, put her at the mattress, plenty. So the woman go put the money in a coffin. So the woman not do that. When he die, when the man go bury him, now the woman sign check of the equivalent, he put her inside the coffin. Say let go cash away cross.
Yes, I miss her.
He said let go cash out. Idiot. But these are the things when they happen when people they away from reality. The reality here, you know, is people not examine themselves. And the thing he go further. He said the theory of consent is starkly contrasted within the divine rights of kings and has often been invoked against the legitimacy of colonialism. Article 21 of the United Nations 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that the will of the people shall be the basis of the authority of government. Me brother, touch on that. Let
Yes.
people expand on them. I beg.
Yes. Yes.
Expand on them.
That article where you quote so, now exactly then translate in chapter 2 of the Constitution, which says sovereignty belongs to the people. And because sovereignty belongs to the people, if the people are not happy, then if problem be in the country, you wouldn't give the legitimacy for govern them. Now you cause them. Now you have to take the bear the greatest responsibility. Now I make ICC, when they charge person, they do not they charge that foot soldier we all gone. Who that then they charge? Now the leader of the group. Because now bear the greatest responsibility.
Yes.
One thing Julius Maada has to understand is if the ICC get for coming to Sierra Leone for take action, now him and him alone bear the greatest responsibility. They're not the gold soldier who go kill person in the street. They're not the gold minister we instruct for me and kill. Except if they see and say the person do am with malice. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Where involve panty we not in duty for go na treat all gun, go shoot person. Then they can charge you because you are responsible enough to know better. But when they come for make the overall assessment about who bears the greatest responsibility, it's the head of state and no person else.
Well, my brother, not cut your word. You are so right. You are right.
Ahmed Tijan Kaba, at the camp, I just finished. Ahmed Tijan Kaba, the only reason make ICC not charge him, now because it took power in 1996. And by then the war had become asymmetrical and was very dangerous. So they could not blame him for anything that happened within that period. But if Ahmed Tijan Kaba had been president from 1992, I swear to God, they balance the ICC, that special court.
Yeah.
These are the things that people know the reason with because we don't stop for thinking as alone. Everybody talk.
For confirm what you talk, the very first chapter we deal with the presidency responsibility. Now in the fountain of honor. It is his
And justice.
solitary
And
job.
justice. Don't leave that word. Fountain of honor and justice.
And justice.
Justice means you should not be pointing at them one day.
Exactly.
Justice means you
job.
get the ability for bring people them together.
Mm-hmm. And the
Justice
next one,
means you not for be a contributor to create conflicts in the state. Because what is said can create conflict in the state. I think this guy needs some good advisors. He doesn't have advisors.
He has to go. We don't want advisor again. He go. Then the next thing where they after, now irresponsibility for hold the family together. It's like a father for hold the family, national cohesion and peace. Then now him main responsibility for make sure that we adhere to all the treaties them where we ratify, where we sign for, whether na ECOWAS, whether na United Nations, whether na Mano River Union, whatever treaty where we sign for. Now in they make sure we follow their rules, then they like a fine-tooth comb. Pick them one by one, or like weapons in the plant. He pick the reject, pick all the reject, make sure say in all left 1 year out in that can roll. or when you stretch post in the year, you they put oil for that you go able to pick the reject all the alpha year the way they now you ate the stretching come. No matter how it hot, you manage for pick the reject without you burn the skin. Now a very, very delicate job. Not a job for Christmas, na combra job. And when you na combra and when you na leader, you for tell like a mother we born twin them. You for able to give Bobby to both picking them, breastfeed them equally, fairly. Even if you get for change the Bobby, change this one to right, stand it to left. If you find out for say that they not they feed properly, you get for lead them in a way satisfactory to both the picking them. Fairness for always be within, around, and everywhere around you. But unfortunately, we not see that. He's not a fountain of honor. The word fountain. Now, water, when they spill out from up, fountain is beautiful. Fountain, now water they bring life. Water they regulate temperature. Water, without them, things not they grow. So the symbolism of the word fountain of honor. That's when it comes to honor. Now the water. Now you the right to the nucleus. But this man is the most dishonorable Kafri we are sabi on this planet. Most dishonorable. Look how you explain that in a dear brother. People supposed to take notice how you break them down. How chapter 2 of the Constitution make them clear and then take them from section 21. It not even occur to me, Pastor, you talk and so. Maybe the reader, but section 21 of the United
Section 21
Nations
of the Human
Rights
Rights
Declaration.
Declaration is chapter 2 of Sierra Leone's constitution, translated to meet our cultural and social needs.
Then now there you
I am
see
telling you this
man
because
degree.
I was part of that constitution commission representing the teachers union. I attended several of the sittings in
My dearest
1991.
brother, my dearest brother.
1991.
The same school where we go, and the same school the other people and go they are lucky. Now that's why I can use this parable. The same rain where they make bitter leaf bitter, then they make sugar cane sweet.
You want to know why? You want to know why?
Fire.
I will tell you today.
Mm-hmm.
Our characters differ because of our early contacts with our social environment. What do I mean? From the time when they begin the womb up to age 7, at the time when character they form. What thing they happen within that moment? If the begin get a parent where they quarrel all the time, if the begin get a parent where for one reason or the other they are deprived all the time, you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
It affects the character formation within that period. If they begin in an environment outside people and they quarrel all the time, like them big yard, then collective settlement, it impacts the character formation. Because the human being is like a supercomputer. One thing we'll get for know, how God make we in his image and likeness, in spirit form. Now so we say everything what they make, now a copy or replica of we self with the humans. This computer will make, not a magic.
Mm-hmm.
Now we self will make in machine form. We mind and I the function, I not the computer. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Every human being is a supercomputer. We get 3 levels of consciousness. We get the conscious mind. When I tell you, like, oh, they talk, so you remember somebody name, you call them. And the conscious mind you they use. You get the subconscious. Then you get the unconscious mind. The unconscious, now if you like where you get your computer, what they say the random access memory. The theory allow the computer for function when I get the sense and the control. Then the unconscious mind, the subconscious, now like the hard disk, where every program now inside it, they put them. Then the conscious mind, now the operating system, where you want program, you click, I open, they work. You they talk so now, conscious mind, they work. But they take from the hard disk, the subconscious. But it cannot work properly if the unconscious mind not proper. A lot of people, then the unconscious mind, they damage at an early stage due to trauma, exposure to bad parenting, exposure to some war or conflict, etc. Anything they cause trauma like Palestine, what's in the bidding now, 90% of the picking them, they would never be normal. Except if there is a professional service, or except if the person consciously say, something wrong about me, I need for review and revised. You go, you offload all them beliefs we be don't get. You offload all them things that will be done, they limit you. You adopt new beliefs. Like way you did delete programs from your computer, you upload new programs, or you update the computer. If you do unconsciously, then you can change. And I'll tell you, I am a living example of that. The boy Jalo who left Sierra Leone to in this and offload a lot of things. I understand life differently now.
Yeah, true.
Okay?
True.
We can do it, but we cannot do it by keeping ourselves encysted inside a circle of impunity and stupid ego. You know that I'm you, that are you. You are nothing but a physical material that will die at any time.
You know, having said all what you say, you just don't lay them fine. You lay them like way then can make a hotel bed. Then,
You know, I think you did dream what hotel there.
not only you know.
Why use me picking what say? Not for now people for bill hotel.
Not even in the hotel. So that the hotel phenomenon now they use right the way. You know, my brother, when you look at it, when you look at this man's behavior, do you think this man deserves to be called His Excellency? And what they call people them words? Do we know the meaning of the words them? What would they use? Because the words they never replicate.
The first question I want to ask: do we have to call anybody His Excellency?
We don't. But if we do,
In Norway, they don't call people Mr. Mrs. You know why? Because the culture where they want everybody believe say belong. So we call ourselves by first name.
by first name,
Even if I meet the king today, they call her Howard.
it's simplicity. It simplifies everything. And it's an icebreaker. You know, because when you use the word excellency, it gets meaning. And the meaning therefore proportionate to the word where they use. Man where they boast for kill person, if they come, and he boast say the one that will become, they're not live for tell the story. That means to say, I don't kill people and before. Boastfully. When they call an
The
excellence.
man he has indicted himself, but you don't know.
What do they call
Because he's an idiot. There'll
Excellence.
come a time that statement will be used against him. Now I make police there when they can arrest you.
Papa,
Then say you don't have to say anything. Anything you say can be used against
you.
Now you don't go see something
Well, for
again for
me,
use against
he is down already. But the people that we create the monster, now we the very Sierra Leoneans, the accomplice system. I can tell people, let's
because
say,
we know the thing. We know the
I can
thing.
tell people, let's say, for anything they have for happen, everything as we can say, not true. Until we talk about right and wrong, when it come back about bad behavior, you get the active person where they do the behavior. Then you get the passive people, them, where they sit on there, they watch them. They are passive contributors. But when you put everything together, they are all equally as bad as the other. Because without the passive people, them, the active person not go able for function. Because una hear them, una see what they do, nobody not stop them.
Would have been say this one now be Elmond bro.
Yeah, Elmond Brook. Yes, Elmond Brook. Yes.
We say the only reason you make bad guys the waiting now when good guys fail to do something.
Do
I don't
something.
forget the
Yes.
saying.
Um.
See, if things they go wrong, hey, land attack. If attack this, chuck you therefore die. You not destroy the afraid for make mother be not kill you.
Elmond Brook say,
Mother be they create conditions where you they suffer stress, you suffer lack, and you begin to deteriorate slowly and die slowly. So what are you afraid of? Death?
like you the quote. The quote say the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And when they say good men, let not get them wrong. Because this word about good and evil, now another thing will get for begin get correct in Sierra Leone. Everybody professes to be a good man. Everybody, nobody is an evil man. Good, not to you they profess say good. Now your actions and your deeds, they
To
profess
others.
say good.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's why
When you do things,
my father
when you do
always,
things, mhm.
my father always says, life is never about you. It's about
No,
others. It's about
of
others.
us. It's about others. Because when you make others, then you are made. If Sierra Leone was made by the politicians, then they have been made. Because
Yeah.
one thing again, where they not they understand, if you make an economy prosperous, boy jalo get business for go do na salon, he go, he able prosper, we all get conscience. That politician who been there na power the time way I go start my business, I prosper. Time they reach, and they go meet us, say, but paddy, that will be make possible for me today. Here is something. To bribe dandy.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Now free gift I they give you. And that now after you don't left office. After you don't left office, I they go meet you and say, yeah, that culture now not get. Now I make impunity the power.
Well,
Then the other thing about good and evil. Good is not about what you do for show others say you can do. Good is about what you assist others to do so that they go better themselves. Giving feed to the people does not mean good. It not contribute, it not constitute good. Creating the conditions for the people for make them able to help themselves and feed themselves. Now in a good.
yeah. Well, la boss you now.
I don't go get 10 bag rest yonder. Doing anything. Forget it.
Then get for one for it back tomorrow. Belle no get holiday.
Eh.
Belle no get holiday. Belle, they say you're
Chief
ungrateful
person
and Belle.
able to feed himself. Create the
Belle, you eat no
condition for
matter
make
what
the
you eat
able to
today.
feed himself.
No matter what you eat today, you want it back tomorrow. You get for it. Well, the word itself, excellency, as I say to people, it means greatness, merit, perfection, purity, quality, supremacy, virtue, class, distinction, eminence, fineness, goodness, preeminence, worth, high
Come on.
quality,
Where they call them
superbness.
so? Where they call them so? Do you have the mark anyone we matter be pass?
You see, well, it failed them all. The side where the man qualify, and they can't call them for you. The side where Mother Bio qualify, that is the
Yeah.
opposite of excellency. Now, incompetence, inaptness, hopelessness, incapability, incapacity, amateurishness, clumsiness, inaffection, ineffectualness, inexpertness, lack of proficiency, powerlessness, uselessness, weaknesses, insufficiency, deficiency, unskilledness, ineffectiveness, impotence, ineffectuality, inefficiency, lack of ability, lack of skills, skilllessness, inadequacy, lack, disadvantaged, and what's the other one again? Inability, inaptitude, and deficiency. That's who Mother Bio is. That's a past one and with distinction.
But I want to say one thing. Alien deserves having Mother Bio. If you ask me why, I will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Since 1961, we'll get independence, or we then give we independence because we no get her.
Mm-hmm.
We did not.
Knowledge.
We did not work for it. It was given to us. FOC. I make we no value them. From 1961 to now, we have never sat down to ask the important questions. One of which is, how can we make this place a better place for all of us? We've never called conference, say, let's can deliberate on this. Then we call that carpenter. Then we call that masonry. We call that road waiting self, that cleaner. Let we all can sit down talk. Because we get obscured ideas them now we heard about who that would be. As a matter of fact, we are one type of people who feel say, if that person a cleaner, then a farmer, mean a lawyer, mean a doctor, are not for mix with them. In Norway, when the municipality ready for do anything, then they call meetings. Anybody who get chance, we're not too busy, go there, your opinion matter. Yes. Or if they cannot call a meeting, they would provide people with questionnaires, with leaflets. They say, we want to know view. They would provide channels for people to debate on it on the media. Then you read the public opinion before then they go further. But in Sierra Leone, as in most parts of Africa, the servants of the people have become the lords. The colonialists, them, they don't create the condition for keep we in abeyance and divide we. 930 they would work with. So we cannot make progress with this. And what are the profits from this? Because we get this mentality for divide we serve, the foreigners they profit.
Mm-hmm.
From all get independence. You'll never see a foreigner in Sierra Leone who is suffering, but the people of the country suffer. Is God so partial? Is God so partial for make the people that we own the country they suffer, foreigners they prosper? What is the intellectual class of Sierra Leone doing to change that? Because the role of the intellectual class in any society now for come with strategies and policies where they change the dynamics of the political economy. That we have not done.
Mm-mm.
So we deserve Mother Abuse.
Hopefully.
We encourage deterioration. Now don't reach the lowest ebb of deterioration. And to God before Mother Abuse they come out. And it's a do shaki bin de napa. Look a big nose, he say like to line. He say wait no more. He say well kakago falafat. Mother Abuse don't tell you now. He get bullet.
You know,
Get bullet.
for me, waiting at the painful thing, these guys are not even remorseful.
Not be because they don't have it in them. That's why I came with this
They're not
computer.
even remorseful. They're not saying that they do anything wrong.
Imran. You cannot be what you are not.
Right? True. But it still they bother me that we able to create people them when a beast.
Every society getting beasts. But every society creates the maximum structures for make the beasts they not take over the society.
But guess what?
So they get beasts, then they will pass alone.
Lion and beast, but you know they eat your own picky.
Now what they say? England, them boy they make white skin or skinhead. Beasts then they want them. But society they control them, not so.
Yeah, they get laws them. By laws them.
Yes.
Where they stop them.
Only the
Where they
laws,
stop
the
everybody
people are
from
ready. The people are ready to contain it.
Yes.
If that skinheads and grab today, you go see another group grab say, no, not the grip for nana. But in Sierra Leone, one set of people, they all gone, they go and kill innocent people, all man go hide. Would they free
No,
die,
now part
but
of
would
the
they die
population they come
slowly?
out go point you host.
Yeah, well.
For let them kill you.
Yeah, well.
The people when they talk about remorse, when they talk about repentance, it mean remorse, it mean contrition, it mean sorrowfulness, it mean regret, it mean realfulness, it mean self-reproach, self-condemnation. You condemn yourself. You say, hey God, I know for don't do this. But you see, Sierra Leone don't become a society where quite a lot of people them na snake. And I be talking earlier. I say people that when a snake not get pockets. Now when you get pockets, now you they get conscience, you they get feeling, because not get no side for putting nothing. Some man they mask you, tell us, say, hey boy, you mask me. What you want for do about shit? Who do you feel say you be? You know that I mean?
The upbringing. The upbringing. I don't know if you don't read. Now they hear you.
You know they hearing me?
Okay, now they hear you now.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you don't read this poem by this lady, Dorothy Law, where say children learn what they live. I would advise Sierra Leoneans, let them try get copy of that poem, put on and then host, let them they read them. Children learn what they live. We get a very complex society that is highly traumatized. One, parental upbringing is poor in that society. Two, that 11 years of stupid war, where they only fed them for pull APC in a power, the greatest damage we do to the society, not to kill people anymore. Within that 11 years, less than 50,000 people died. The greatest damage we do, now the social fabric of the society destroy. The social fabric, what hold we together, now I don't destroy, so now I make Julius Maada Bio is president. If the social fabric been there intact, Julius Maada Bio will never be president in Sierra Leone. He cannot even go near being a deputy minister in Sierra Leone. Our social fabric.
My dearest brother, I became a Christian, and one of the Psalms they wouldn't teach me for read, for dispel fear, at the 23rd Psalm. Little did I know the meaning of the 23rd Psalm, not to waiting and prescribe and for. Nothing will loaded with the love way God give we and how God give we security. It reads, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I shall not want mean to say, it make we self-sufficient.
Yeah.
The Lord is my shepherd, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not lack. I shall not mean, it mean lack there. And it says, he maketh me to lie down in green pasture. In green pasture, it means abundance. You there in abundance. If you're not a shepherd, outside pasture day, now abundance. God not a put you any side where he not give you the resources for survival. Now he make outside you there, you don't have to look far. Outside we there,
You
we
see,
get
what
lion
you
ore.
don't
We
talk
get iron
to,
ore.
I know I'll go deep into that because it's something that we don't understand. I will don't tell you this before, say, the interpretation of religion is wrong. After the religion, they're wrong. That 23rd Psalm, you know what they tell you? The same Bible back tell you, I think now John or Luke, where somebody asked Jesus, where there is heaven, he say heaven is within you. You know what they tell you? Hmm? The power of God is in you. You are connected with God. You are part of God. God exists in everything. If you use the image and likeness of God, the mind, properly, you should not lack anything.
This is what he's saying here. And he not stop there. You read the next verse. He leads me beside still water. That you know they put you inside, you know they get water for drink. Sierra Leone will get 7 rivers, will not get water for drink. What does that say? He leads you beside still water.
When I get 7 rivers, una no get water, una no get
Mr.
electricity.
Jallo,
Sierra
now
Leone get
nowhere
over
where you dey.
45 places them forget electricity. Will not cost nothing.
Mr. Jallo, usa you dey? Where you buy water, when I drinking water, they not put the still water.
Yeah.
Well, God they lead you, usa still water dey. That is clean water, drinking water. This thing, them they tell we follow reader, what we feel scared for pull devil around we. But nothing we tell we about how God responsible, how he give we abundantly. Look at Sierra Leone, how we have abundance around we, diamond, iron ore. To an extent, we were nicknamed at one time the land of iron and diamond, while the nickname Ghana Gold Coast. Well, my dear brother, let we look at this. We'll talk about it the other day. FBC as a university. One of the very first things, whatever we don't do, now for create causes them, where they deal with the issues them, where we are more prevalent in diamond, mining. We not get no mining course na FBC. We not get diamond cutting na FBC. All the things that we're supposed to add value. Now we supposed to add value for them before we send them out. And for do that, we can forget the skills.
Una get cause for weave country close.
This is what I'm saying. All the things
The
them.
University of Bergen has a faculty where then they teach people them for use the loom. You know what you do? The traditional dress of the Norwegians, what they call bunat. Then now the most expensive thing where somebody can get. Like where them I mean them they make that carpet and that slot first them. You understand?
Almost creators have been make
Then they
cover
make
slot
her with
and
this
carpet
loom.
too.
That loom hoe they take make country close. That loom hoe they take make country close. Mechanically. That's what then they do them. The cheapest bunad we can buy now $5,000. Some people Like the woman then, because then and the embroidery, it is show the area we come out. If you come out like, let's say Matutuka, then you embroidery different from the how come out in Cambia. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That dress day, woman them, then they give to them, picking them as property. Because when then they married mostly, then they wear not to the bridal dress. You understand? The man
Mm-hmm.
they own day, the woman they own day. This national holiday we pass through, we make we not been get that program last week.
Mm-hmm.
Now they were all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
They teach that. Then mommy them. Then get clubs them where then they go teach themselves for
Well, they
embroidery. Then
create, this is the point I am making. They created an
an
economy
advanced country, then
in
get
the
that, then they go on.
indigenous culture. Well, the way God make we is special, he make we all specialize. We get diamond, we get
Everybody
gold.
get a talent.
Well, these are the areas where God don't perfect we. These are the areas where we for able get causes them. Now we university, for now we learn, for you maximize the value of what we get and thereby create wealth where other people that will not get that in the country. That's what Botswana did. Botswana then get animal husbandry. That is, then they rear cattle. Then get diamonds as well. Then learn how to cut diamond for add value. Then they do refrigeration all across Botswana. So then they kill the animal, they get refrigeration. So they're able to export the meat. Now the only African country where they export the meat go outside, the standard is so high. Why? Because they maximize in the indigenous blessing.
And
Then
you'll be surprised about Botswana. In 1960s, it was one of the poorest countries in Africa.
mm,
The same company we've been in mine diamonds in Sierra Leone. The Bears consolidated, we've been get SLST. Now then the mine diamonds in Botswana. 1971, Sheikh Stevens called the Bears, he called Delco say, now can see don't negotiate. Let we see how we will make the country benefit more because we don't sign on our contracts them before independence. And now the country independent, if for running self, we need money. And left the Dali up to 1975, then close, then go. The diamond did it. The mineral resources of Sierra Leone did it. Take it. I will assure you this. The mineral resources of Sierra Leone cannot be exhausted in the next 100 years. That I can assure anybody. We'll have a special program on that. Okay? The same company in Botswana, they agree for give 50% to the Botswanan people. The Botswanan people, the government say, okay, let us invest this money. Then form a sovereign fund, which then they call the Pula Fund. Pula in their language means rain. Botswana, they in the Kalahari Desert, now a dry country. Not all time they get rain. So for them, rain is very important. The money, now in Pula. So they established this Pula Fund. The Pula Fund, it provides a foundation, a structural foundation for what you have been the talk this not say. We all can able to invest in Sierra Leone without we not go big. We they buy bonds and stocks from the government. Now that the Pula Fund they do. The sovereign fund, the profit from the diamonds, then they invest them into businesses, the money come back into the economy. Then people then they buy stocks and bonds, money come. Today, Botswana is the most stable country in Africa. It's the
the,
most developed country in Southern Africa.
the currency is strong past the dollar. Strong past the dollar.
It's not rocket science, it's attitudes.
This sense here, what they talk about, so now the Bible, let him bring this discussion. The 23rd Psalm. Look, Sierra Leone, when Marabio take power, because of its tribalistic tendencies, he said that they go plant rice in a tomabo. You know the geographer. Mimi daddy just be agriculturist. I understand the agricultural land in Sierra Leone because of the virtue.
Land fertility with the tomabo, that you know categorically. That fertility, it starts from Forecaria province in Guinea, right down to Cape Mount in Liberia. And it's a 50-kilometer zone inland. Then call on the coastal swamp. Any side along that point, you can grow rice, and we able grow 2 yields per annum, where they grew up to 1 million tons of rice per annum. What's wrong with Sierra Leone? Now we attitudes. If we get it, then someone will say agriculture cannot develop because of land tenure system. That's the biggest crap they are talking about.
You know, a lot of people know.
They come. And they make very important points. No interrupt. The people of Sierra Leone, now they own their land in their chiefdoms. Not so.
Mm-hmm.
You want to use the land? Go to the people, organize them in a way where they go profit from the land. Not go give them $5 per acre. Lease land from them. I think $5 able do the people. Organize them, make them partners in the business.
Cooperative.
Making them partners in the business, number one, you secure your business. Because when the person knows, say, in life depend on this thing, in progress depend on this thing. If one person will make tampale with another in the kitchen and deal with them.
But the right word, he get a stake on the business.
Yes. We they think. We not they think. We go to school, we get university degrees to come out to become idiots. Now I make the country supposed to be the richest country in Africa. They so. All money talk. We turn chatterbox. When you go on social media, you try for correct them. You will get one or two where they come with their stupidity. They can't tell you Mr. Know-all. Some of us know if we put it down into practice, that country they transform in 5 years. If not to idiots them.
My brother, we can't close now. Don't 11 o'clock. Don't pass 11 o'clock. Before I go,
I don't talk. We're not able to do now one day.
I want to say something where at the arena, the social media plenty. Mother be you talk say he ready for kill we. Then you get people and say for sit down at house for do waiting. You sit na house, you not do nothing. Don't expect anything. And likewise, the one where they say for come out na do, they say come out na do. You have to go out with a plan. Una get for plan una self. So both sides una wrong. You will say you dey sit down. Sit down they do what? Sit down afraid, it not go solve your problem. If you sit there, you do nothing, don't expect anything. If you want for benefit in banking, then call them investment. You have to invest. You have to give something to get something. Yeah. Get up your buttocks. Una organize yourself properly and stop this man where the boss say he go kill una. Where you know win election. Where instead tell una say rigged election, they cause war. Not so we cause the war, I ain't cause the war. But una say una na Christian them. The book when I just talk, we tell we the 23rd Psalm, the 4th verse, it tell we. It say, even though I walk through the valley and shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thou art with me. your rod and your staff will comfort me. You cannot be a Muslim and a Christian, you fear. Fear is not a godly thing. Now that makes now the Bible, the whole Bible, God put fear not 365 times. So if you share them in the whole year, 1 whole year,
Now fear mother be they use on
now
Sierra
one fear not every day. So God prescribed fear not every day for we should not fear. Mother bio they try for inject fear pauna. Mother bio in one grade no able fetch 8 million. Now this some man say for Sidona oath. When you sit on an oath, angry go pull you na door at some point.
Mother be not care where she
So
don't
if
know.
angry not kill you, mother be a bullet go kill you. But before he kill you, God give you brain. Why you not strategize? Una what they say for run go, una they go to the abattoir. Because if you go out without plan, expect to fail.
And they go kill you for nothing. Because then guys
Expect to
and they
fail.
not get remorse.
But if we all come together, we forget about our differences, we get one common evil. We take within the 23rd Psalm tell we, even though I walk through the valley and shadow of death, this is one thing that is only certain on this life that we live. Hey, riches, not certain. Education, not certain. Building a house is not certain. Going abroad is not certain. Making money abroad is not certain. Nothing is certain on this earth except death. Death is
That
as
is the
certain.
only constant.
Now the only thing where constant is as constant as the northern star. So you then are oath, you go die. You come on a street, you still get for die. But you can push the death before by getting rid of this diabolic, useless character we don't hold una hostage. So the one where they say this, una get
One
for
thing
stop
about
that. Una let we organize, let we strategize. Both sides I'm talking to una. Una will say for come out and una will say dinner host. You dinner host, you not do nothing, you don't get nothing. You come on a street, you not plan, you not go succeed. So both sides, una let we come together, let we engage, let we organize properly, let we kick this jackass here where it hurts. Because if
we
me,
need
I get me
the
hands my
first
mother
step.
bio, I go beat mother bio like Boskidi Cup.
The first step where we need every Sierra Union for come together. Then we talk with one voice. It's not the time for talk about SLPP and APC.
APC.
Because when things get difficult, that's when they sell deer. Inside Keneman are the same deer. Inside Bone are the same deer. Inside Pujao are the same deer. Inside Moamba are the same deer. They're not going to give you special price because you're not SLPP.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Then the biggest lie where they go lie to them. If una sit down there can pull winner power, then go can't kill una.
If you
We
not
don't
go,
get APC. We don't get wait for me. We don't get APC. We rule Sierra Leone from 1968 to 1992. They mean kill all the men there. Who does suffer most under APC, not to Northerners?
now not an kill more.
They mean kill men there.
Not kill them.
Who that prosper for APC, not to men there?
Best part.
90% of the time, 60% of the ministers in the governments of Shaka Stevens and Momo, the people they claim for BSLPP. Some of them were ministers throughout that time. Some even
Banya is
were
one of
vice
them.
presidents.
Banya is one of them.
They all lie about them, they can't kill una for stop. The second side about it, if una believe say APC, when they can power, then go kill una. What is the reason you make APC for kill una? What una do APC then for kill una? See, not do for say anything. Why for kill you? Why for believe say they kill you? Because it creates. You know they think? You see, as you rightly say, we need for get a plan. And the plan for begin with, how do we counter the deception and lies in Sierra Leone? Because that now don't become a culture now in society.
It's epidemic proportion.
But I see you don't tire alone always time. Do you? I don't know if you go get chance because we our country don't reach now. I think we need for double up.
Yeah,
One know they get 2 programs a week.
it's about time.
You hear me?
Yeah, it's about time.
And I think we don't reach the stage where that's what they call fear. Now we get for take out of the people of Sierra Leone. Not they still get them for going fair too. But when mother be no say, we say I get bullet, nobody know they care, then they laugh.
Well, you get for
It
assert
will behave
yourself.
himself.
You get for assert yourself. You get for stand up for what is right, for what you believe in. It is the divine right. We're not going to just sit down people in the can play with we like football. Kick we how they want.
They can beat me about this guy. And I get the momentary consideration say, if I create a war in this country, it's going to affect not only the people within the country, but even without the country. When you brokenness alone now, they affect the diaspora. Because now the diaspora will get a lot of crazy Sierra Leoneans them. Where by some stroke of luck, then take them from Sierra Leone, bring them to America and England.
And
When
Australia.
they can, they just dump them, go find work, like get money. They never do trauma healing for them. Now I make you see now, people in the diaspora, they buy chemicals for go kill their own family in salon, they go make kush. Now madness. Now one of the effect that of the last stupid war. Now they see so.
You don't
90% of the young generation, they're highly traumatized. So if all brokenness alone now, when I go begin salon and the Salonians and they begin kill themselves now Washington, now London, now Sydney, now this, now that. These guys don't think. They know they look at the long-term repercussions of them stupid things how then they do.
I doubt if they get Society of Pharmacology in Sierra Leone. Now they get one medicine where they say na malaria tablets with the common China where they kill people. Every country in the world, then they regulate them in the any medicine where they
That's how you call them pharmacy board or whatever. Then call
then get for waiting them, check them, and give them license. You don't just bring any kind of medicine in the country. Now, on a duty of care for make sure say when people are safe. You know, I be they tell somebody the other day, I say, hey, God, we country, how did we get here? We don't know how we get here.
Broken country, but the Sierra Leoneans know they see this.
It's a slippery slope. We sit down. We sit down, they look. Slippery slope.
It's not things that we have to sit down and keep quiet about anymore. If Julius Mother be officing and Papa die left Salungiam, let we see. Because now that he go talk. Eh? Yeah. Some people feel saying that then Papa die left country. Now you would get that feeling.
Now you get that behavior there. It is exactly yourself you're talking about.
Yeah.
It is exactly you.
Just smoke that day. He was so discordant.
And they use the word second person. Speak for yourself. You say we. I am not part of that we. Remove me out of it. Not in other way you they say way represents me. And you see,
as a matter of fact, now disgrace to some of we.
Honestly.
Because some of us have friends that laugh when they hear about what he's doing. Then they call we, hey, bo, how is your friend behaving like that? How is your president behaving like that? Foreigners. Will ever go Sagun.
It's shameful. It's shameful. It's shameful.
I disgrace to that country. Then you get
Shameful.
the myopic one, the way they talk, say he's the best president.
Well,
My brother,
when
let me close there.
me daddy his 80th birthday, he make a small speech. Me late daddy, may his soul rest in peace. He say, I come to England. I'm a British citizen. I say, country where I work all my life, Sierra Leone, I give me blood and sweat. I left Sierra Leone, and not they give me pension. I did big for get me
It didn't
pension.
happen to me. England. Me, what's he done? I worked in that country from 1979 to 1998. I left that country with short pair, slippers, and t-shirt, running for my life. Norway. Now 5 years I work now. Now then they give me pension.
When I mean that he talk about, he say Yahweh I not suffer for, and they get pension, you know they feel. He said that this they call government. He said Salon. The
I want
honest
you, I don't know if your daddy been get that voting. Me na at the time where I voting for pension, then me get for ask me certain questions for proof whether they get pension from a country where I come out. Then find out say I know they get pension. So they upgrade the pension for me for cover up. Because now only 5 years I work.
my brother, my daddy make a comment. He said that's what you call government. Government we care
It's
for the
what you
people.
call country, government.
He said, but Sierra Leone where I work, give me blood and sweat. The only time where you don't see them get government and where you kill person.
Mm.
Now they
Or
want
where you
Creole
join them
mommy,
for go thief and
one
lie.
Creole mommy where they did. Now they say, hey, your man. I feel say that way you don't hate you don't forget. He said that be before. He said now not the way you kill person, the way you kill them family. In the act. So basically, what I'm saying here is the many people that when they follow them, they're just crazy too. Because you know what? Majority of the men they not mix pandis, they not the benefits, nothing pandis. The people that when I mean they want the benefits pandis, now they don't immediate fumble them. Where most of them, not so they don't mean they, but also they fumble. So they're not the benefits, nothing. They are equally suffering like us. We are suffering the same thing when they do them.
And the
So we
other
fumble
thing that
that.
will get for begin air out. 90% of those people supporting Madabi have never worked in Sierra Leone. They're out here. They do them Bobby job them, then they seek recognition, so then go get the office for
The one
misuse
for belong, yeah,
the
the one for
limited
belong. The one
resources.
for belong, yep. The one for belong.
Now whenever I work 2,000 for month, go one for go salon and go get office, they get $5,000 every month. Now then sit down, now Washington and London, they talk crap. Now then
Talk
on
all
social
kind
media,
busobata.
they talk all the crap them. But let God help una let one up in a salon. We go fend una, sabi una, una day.
No, we know the
We
one
dey
that we
repatriate una after the war.
the
Una
one
they go
that we
stand
take part.
trial.
They all go stand trial for their actions. Me famulem, una kawo again, plenty kushe, na we come, na we dey go. We don't come na ya, we don't talk whatever, we get for say, we dey beg una for let una take the sense and left the chaff. As Salako Maxwell can say, na for kapu sense, not for kapu
And
war.
then talk about Sarah Maxwell. This you last step where you play calendar and music. Who side that music?
I go say that for you.
I want that music. And
I
I
go say
want
that
the
for
whole
you.
music then they love to use them at this channel.
Okay. A calendar.
Why is it listening to me like the music man? Man.
I can always try for find a song where we match with the topic where I dey do. So now that's me family. You know, have a
Okay,
good
okay.
weekend and a blessed night. Una sleep well and enjoy una weekend. God bless. And from next week,
Bamboo, we wake up now we dey go. Do ya? Salon now we all you now we no more get for make 'em. We not dey care for can preach war. The only thing I go say, anybody start war and they regret them. Anybody start war in Sierra Leone, they regret them because we go reciprocate and we go do them technologically. There'll be no hiding place.
None whatsoever.
What stupidity go done after that? Do ya? Let we try. Let we begin think of how for make we country. Then stupid matter how they go and mislead we. They call themselves politicians. Let we begin put them at them place. Because not only the SLPP or Motherbill, it's all over. It's all over. It's sickening. It's very sickening. Amongst that chaff day, you get good guys. We will identify the good guys. We will work with them when the time comes. Let God help we that we able revive with country. Country, it just feel like somebody who they in coma. We need for revival. Not to get for doing tactically. Otherwise, we are going to kill that country. And we'll kill them. No country, no they again. No they.
But the Onyale don't die because he didn't allow support machine.
But they wake up. Matter be you able kill Salon, I ain't go. We not they kill them, they put her in jail.
I tell
And
you.
to go ready for jail and Siberia, then they can't jail her. Who's I cold?
Me, I know all they waste money Panamo.
Now Siberia, who they can't keep them. Now the gulag. Don't worry. So, Pabul, then, Mister, before they go, we need to have a meeting tomorrow.
Okay. We they tell it now already. We it begin next week, twice a week. We will send something
Now
out.
they do 2 shows a week.
Yeah.
We need for keep with people then on the side of the truth. Because the level of deception and lies is also heightened.
Well, the
That
side of
very
the truth,
soon,
now knowledge. We
now
give the
they
knowledge.
do so. Now they do so. Now they do so. Now on the side of the truth with it. Many people know what they need to know. Nobody know they can lie on them cheaply. So, Camberland, on a good night, on a thank you for listening to the rubbish show. Don't talk.
God
But
bless.
we're not go tired. We're going to talk. And say learning is better than silver and gold. So they will say a lie. Now they see so. Now all the silver and gold do they suffer. So a good night.